Open your web browser again. Go to op.nyse.gov. Click Professions. Find Nursing and then click Registered Professional Nurse. Scroll down, click How to Apply. Click RN Pathway number 5. We are focusing on how to fill out Form 1, which is Step 2. Click Apply for a new license. After reading it all, click Begin Application at the bottom. Note that fields marked with an asterisk are required, so you cannot proceed if you did not answer or fill that out. Do you hold a New York State license in this profession? Choose No. Do you have a Social Security number? The good thing about New York State-NCLEX is you can still apply if you don't have yet a SSN. So for now we will choose No. Answer Date of birth. NYSED-NCLEX is a driver identification, but we can leave it blank because it's not required and we don't have it. Country, you can choose your country. For me, I will choose Philippines as an example. First name, middle name. Middle name is not required, however, you still need to fill that out if you have a middle name, especially on your passport, which we will follow, exact spelling as in your passport. Next is last name. Then address. One address is enough, but if you want to put another one, if you have other than your present address, you can also put it. Postal code. City. Non-US state, we will choose outside USA/Canada. Additional address information if you want to add more info, but this one is optional. For the address type, I will choose personal. Phone number, it's optional, however, we will still fill that out and choose personal. Email address is required, then choose personal again and copy your email address for verification. Then hit Continue Application. We are now here in the application, which is Step 3 for Form 1. I have been diagnosed as having a disability and require reasonable accommodations and am submitting the request for reasonable testing accommodations form. Choose No. Do you have another name that appears on a degree or other credentials? Choose No. Have you ever applied for New York State licensure in any profession? Choose No. Have you ever been found guilty after trial, or pleaded guilty, no contest, or nolo contendere to a crime in any court? Choose No. Are criminal charges pending against you in any court? Choose No. Has any licensing or disciplinary authority refused to issue you a license or ever revoked, annulled, cancelled, accepted surrender of suspended, placed on probation, refused to renew a professional license or certificate held by you now or previously, or ever fined, censured, reprimanded or otherwise disciplined you? Choose No. Are charges pending against you in any jurisdiction for any sort of professional misconduct? Choose No. Has any hospital, licensed facility, or clinical laboratory restricted or terminated your professional training, employment, or privileges, or have you ever voluntarily or involuntarily resigned or withdrawn from such association to avoid imposition of such measures? Choose No. Submit. If you have ever taken the SBPT-NCLEX or a state-constructed examination for licensure as either a registered professional nurse or a licensed practical nurse in the United States or its territories, except New York State, please mark Yes below. Otherwise, please select No. Choose No. Do you hold an RN license in another state or U.S. territory? Choose No. Submit. Name of school. City. State/province. Oh, you need to read carefully as the first part is for elementary or primary school. You need to fill out that, country, number of years attended, start date and end date. Next is high school or secondary school, same like elementary, you need to fill out that. Next will be your nursing school. Which college or university did you graduate? And at the last part, you can add a new program if you had one, or if you don't have one, like post-education, you can just remove it. Were you educated outside of the United States? Choose Yes. Then upload diploma by clicking the Browse and enter the description of the certificate. Then submit. Do you now hold, or have you ever held, a license or certificate to practice any profession in any state or jurisdiction? Choose No. Submit. Everyone applying for a professional license, permit, or registration, or any renewal thereof, must certify that, as of the date of the filing, she or he is, or is not, under an obligation to pay child support under Section 3 to 503 of New York State General Obligations Law. Individuals who are 4 months or more in arrears in child support or who have failed to comply with a summons, subpoena, or warrant relating to a paternity or child support proceeding may be subject to suspension of their business, professional, driver's and/or recreational licenses and permits. The intentional submission of false written statements for the purpose of frustrating or defeating the lawful enforcement of support obligations is punishable under Section 175.35 of the Penal Law. You must complete this section before we can issue the credential for which you have applied. Individuals who are not in compliance with their obligation to pay child support can be issued a credential for no more than 6 months in order to comply with their child support obligations. Are you under any obligation to pay child support? I am not. This one is about citizenship. I will answer it. I do not reside in the United States. Skip this part, just leave it blank as we haven't provided a U.S. address. Child abuse identification and reporting coursework requirement. This one, if we have a PDF copy, we can select I completed the child abuse coursework and will attach a certificate of completion from an approved provider. Then we need to upload the certificate of child abuse course. Next is infection control training requirement. Same with the child abuse, we will select I completed the training within the last 4 years and will attach a certificate of completion from an approved provider. Then upload the certificate. Next, what is your gender? Of course, if you're male, select male, if you are female, select female. I will select male. My ethnicity is Asian, so I will select Asian. Then Filipino. Now we are in step 4, review and sign. Check all answers and information if it's correct. Then you just type your full name as a digital signature. Then continue application and proceed to payment. That's it. After payment, you will receive an invoice to your email address. I hope you learned from our video today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.